Okay, so here's the thing, right? Unlike almost every other hero with Captain Combustible, your game plan is gonna be always immediately obvious to both you and your opponent. Why is this? Captain Combustible has, bruh, let me click this, the best powers for aggression. Time to Shine, obviously top 3 superpower in the game. This is just amazing, especially for plant signature, which gives +4 strength. And Biggin is alright, and I guess Meteor is a card that also exists. Which, by the way, this is a pretty great power as well. Don't scoff at this. So 90% of the time, both you and your opponent are gonna immediately know that hey, Captain Combustible is gonna try going aggressive. And okay, so how do we do this? Well, first thing you do with Captain Combustible while deck building, most of the time you include 4 of these cards. First hero, Split Pea is not a good card. It's like a worse cuckoo zombie. It hits your face. Guys, I don't know how many times I can explain this. When something hits you for one attack, that's more useful to you because these powers, when you can play them on 0 sun, are way more effective than 1 HP ever will be. Do you know how much combo potential this gives? I've uploaded so many videos where Split Pea just by itself has won me the game. And guys are still like, under every single time you see me run Split Pea, I see comments, Split Pea is not a good card. It's an amazing card. It's like a high A tier, low S tier card. This card is amazing. It does so many things. It controls amazingly. It's the best aggressive 2-cost card in the game. It's just like upgrades your block meter, prepares for the enemy combo, is a genuine threat. Some heroes just can't deal with this, like Rustbolt. And I see comments, first hero Split Pea is a bad card. No, it's not. This is the best card in the game. Okay, relax. Anyway, you're gonna run this, and then you're gonna look at some aggressive options. Obviously, you want 1 cost, you always run 4 of this, you always run 4 of this. The reason this happens is because Captain Combustible doesn't really have other 1 costs. This is fake, this has got a nerf and is fake, this is not a 1 cost, this is not a 1 cost, and some people say, oh, you can run Reincarnation, but Reincarnation is honestly a bit of a fake 1 cost because, well, sure, you can answer a cheese cutter with it on turn 1. If you get it, like turn 1, you don't play it turn 1, it's no longer a 1 cost, so it's a bit of a fake 1 cost. This is not really a cheap card. That's not really how you're supposed to think about Spit Out. Then you're gonna look at the regular Kabloom curve, which is a couple of these usually, and obviously the 4x Fig. And from this point on, oh wait, hold on. Something with Kabloom, and this is correct for all the Kabloom heroes, you run 4 Berry Blasts. This is brainless, this is thoughtless, this is no reason why you shouldn't do this on every single hero, no joke. I feel very strong about 3 Espresso, I feel even stronger about 4 Berry Blast. This is just the thing. I'm sorry, this is one of the best cards, if not the best card in the game, so anyway, you run this, you always run this. From here, you can start going in separate directions. So some people start running with this card because it punishes teleportation zombie really heavy. I mean, they commit teleportation zombie, you just play this card in front of it. Suddenly you're doing 6 damage turn 2, and the brainy hero usually needs to rocket that card so you can set up your radishes and whatnot. Some people do Sizzle, but honestly, the more the game has been played, the more Sizzle has fallen out of favor because you hate breaking on Sizzle. When you have too many Sizzles, it's actually incredibly painful because you have to wait until your opponent plays something, and even then it's not very useful because you're not really making a build for yourself. So Sizzle has fallen out of priority. What else can we do? Let's see. I mean, usually you notice this, and you're like, well, where is the card? This is a really amazing card because it's a proactive aggressive move. You can play this, and then next turn you can do this plus a 2 cost, this one, or you can do this plus another 1 cost, or you can do this plus this, and it has a lot of nice aggressive options. This Lily of the Valley card is really strong, and you have seen a lot of vids of mine where it's like does a lot of amazing things. You're gonna see Peas, and in general, just an massive aggressive card is always Gatling. This used to carry Mega Grow previous patch, it still carries Mega Grow to this patch. The reason why this is such a good card is because it counters Gargs. If a tiny opponent plays a gargantuan, you just commit this on a different lane. Suddenly you're doing 10 damage in one lane, and this is also a finisher because with a P, obviously you can do bonus attack 5 damage in a lane. In general, it's just an amazing card that performs wonders, and this is gonna be your baseline pretty much almost every single time you make a Captain Combustible deck. Sometimes you're not gonna run this because you don't like the card. Sometimes maybe you don't run this because you don't like have hard time playing combination decks. From here, it sometimes differs. So some people have been very vocal about running plant food because obviously you need a bonus attack for aggressive decks. But the current DB version is a little different, but we'll go to that later. You run plant food, next options are something like this. There is like repeat moss action, the old fry 'em up, but almost nobody does this because waiting for specific powers is not really a thing, and repeat moss is a very power reliant finisher. If you're running repeat moss, you're also gonna need to be running this, and it just kind of feels like a worse espresso sometimes, but yeah, there's also an option in terms of repeat modes. You can do those two together, or some of the people have been doing a potato. It's an untrickable commitment, can't be rocketed, can't be anything, it just does its work, and it's kind of the baseline, what I'm saying? This is what it usually looks like, but let's see, what else can we add? Well, you kind of run out of good cards. Yeah, sure, let's add one more bonus attack, let's add one more Lily of the Valley. And this deck archetypes are usually called log bait. Why are they called log bait or like nibble baits? Because there's a lot of important 1 HP units. If you get nibbled, you get cooked, but other than that, you just if they can't deal with 1 HP threats, you're just doing amazing work. You're chipping them down, you're doing a lot of damage. This is a really scaled, this is a good scaling. This is an amazing finisher. This is an amazing aggressive option. Or sometimes you can even do Flourish, but Flourish, again, another card that has been completely falling out of the meta. Nobody likes running that card anymore. That's besides the point. Let's see what the budget CC looks like. This is what budget CC looks like. You remember that thing I said about Cosmos and Fertilizer? Well, you see, budget runs both of these cards. Both of these cards are rare and common, so you kind of have to do this. And this is honestly I've seen budget players do a lot of things with this. The budget community has come up with this. The game plan is very obvious. This plus this. It's just a very aggressive deck. You have this in terms of card draw. You have this in terms of, for some reason, you have this because it's a 2-cost 3/4 for a budget. That's an amazing card. Yeah, this is what budget runs. This is the budget option. You can copy, you can try it out for yourself. You can see if it works or if it doesn't work. Or if you're a database enjoyer, this is what the database has come up with. You can see it's very close with what I do. There's 2x sizzle in this, which I disagreed with. Some people still do that. Honestly, this deck has been updated like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, so it's a little old, but it's still pretty solid. The game plan of what you're supposed to be doing is still there. Or you can go the first hero direction and you can make this absolute abomination. You remember that 3x espresso thing I said about the Mega Grow heroes? Yeah, that's right. I think that same thing about Captain Combustible. I don't care. It can be the most aggressive hero in the game. I still think espresso is the best card in the game. I'm gonna run 3x in every single hero. It can be espresso. It can be whatever you want to say. I still keep the combination. I still keep this combination as well. I did reincarnation because I kept losing to cheese cutters. Don't mind the flourish. I need the units. You can see there's not a lot of. And you get the point. You play this, this. All of them buff your potted powerhouse, and you get the potted powerhouse. The potted powerhouse becomes like a 10-10 by the time you can play it. Boom, 10-10 potted powerhouse. Counters Gargs, very aggressive. Insane finisher with time to shine. Worst case scenario, you also espresso it and you just win the game. There. That's how I play CC. And this deck has been working wonders. Don't mind how horrible it looks. Trust the angles, trust the process. But the basic TLDR of how you're supposed to be playing Captain Combustible is that just play aggressively. Your main cards are always going to be Split P because Split P sets up your powers, and your powers are your main aggressive option. If not, you're just gonna do regular kabloom curve of this and this, and your early game's gonna be this, 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 and late game finishers, again, depends on what you're doing. If you're playing log bait, it's gonna be this with this. If you're doing budget, it's gonna be this with this. This with fertilizer. That's pretty much it. That's how you do CC. And yeah, one last thing, I would say, because even though CC doesn't have any of the really broken cards like Sunshroom or Gravity, it is still arguably like one of the best heroes in the game. Definitely incredibly underrated, and we got this from out on his statistic shit, is the fact that he's honestly kind of insane sometimes. Like his win rate is like 54, 55%, for a hero that doesn't have anything outstanding about it. It's just really insane. So yeah, it's an underrated hero. Play it. I'm not gonna dunk on it. It's a good hero. You just need to know how to play it. Goodbye.